Yeah, I know, it's been quite some time, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen, since you've seen me on your screen talking about the woke insanity that is going on within this lovely world we're living in, but I had to take a break, man. I had to take a week away to try, keyword, try and let my brain cells grow back, because 2024 completely destroyed them, and I fully expect 2025 to finish off the ones I have left. But speaking of 2024, I just want to say I hope you guys had an amazing year. You achieved so much, and I hope you guys have an even better 2025. It's crazy to think, because of you guys and the support you give, we're likely going to hit 100k by the end of the year. Exciting times, but not for my patience. That will certainly be tested this year. I can guarantee you of that one. But back to the video, I actually planned this one just before I took a week off, so I do understand I'm a little bit late to this news, but as they say, better late than never. Last year, by the way, that feels weird to say now, doesn't it? But last year, women's volleyball out in America was making the headlines, as I'm sure you all know, pretty much all the time, because it was facing a battle with the woke agenda we see today affecting women's sports. And it was San Jose State University who were at the center of all the controversy, because they had a player on the team, Blaire Fleming, who is a male identifying as a woman. Yes, men in women's sports, you'll love to see it. Absolutely not. And this led to a lot of drama on and off the court. For example, multiple teams refused to compete against San Jose State because they understood it was wrong and simply did not want to participate in the insanity because it cost them fairness and safety within the sport. And they shouldn't have been in that position in the very first place, because this issue shouldn't exist in the very first place. It should just be men in men's sports and women in women's sports. Common sense, right? Yeah. Forgotten thing. But the season finished nonetheless, and I didn't think we'd see any more news surrounding Blaire Fleming or San Jose State, but how wrong I was, because now we have this article that has recently just come out reporting that Blaire Fleming's own teammates, yes, his teammates aren't happy about this situation and are ready to leave the team as a whole. They're done. Look what happens, liberals, woke activists, when you put your agenda ahead of everything else. People get tired of it. Nobody wants anything to do with it any longer. Now, before we get into this news and take a look at this article, if you could, as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into it. So the Daily Mail reported on the 21st of December, trans volleyball player Blaire Fleming's school suffers mass exodus after gender controversy disrupted the season. Massive understatement there. San Jose State's women's volleyball team has been rocked by a mass exodus of players at the end of the season, marred by the controversy surrounding trans player Blaire Fleming. Multiple opponents refused to play against SJSU in the 2024 season amid concerns over Fleming, who is a biological male. Oh, you can't say that any longer. What are they thinking? Which allowed the Spartans to progress to the postseason with a 12-6 conference record after picking up 7 victories by forfeit. 7 victories by forfeit. Crazy. The redshirt senior's inclusion on the team was the subject of fierce debate throughout the campaign, with a number of women's college volleyball players, including some of their teammates, even filing a lawsuit seeking to block them from participating. I mean, look, they shouldn't be participating in the very first place. It shouldn't have gone this far, but as we know, left is right, up is down, and still on the 1st of January 2025, common sense is hard to find. The lawsuit was ultimately rejected by a federal judge, allowing Fleming to play in every game on SJSU's run to the championship last month. So we clearly have this woke activist who is a federal judge, and they decided that woke agendas are more important than women's safety within sport. Yeah, doesn't surprise anybody, does it? And in light of the controversy over their trans teammate, the San Francisco Chronicle via Fox News is reporting that 7 Spartans players have now entered the transfer portal. The team is preparing itself for a mass exodus, despite Fleming being out of eligibility after completing a 4th collegiate season in 2024. So even though Fleming is no longer eligible to compete, 7 players have decided they don't want anything to do with this team and they want to transfer. Good on them. They shouldn't have to be a part of a team that is accepting all of this craziness. And remember, there are going to be women out there who lost a place because of this dude. Where are the liberal feminists complaining about this one? A man took a place from a woman? Surely they should be complaining all over social media. They should be uproar. Wait, no. Silence. In a statement given to Fox News, SJSU have addressed a wave of players who have opted to transfer ahead of the 2025 season, insisting they fully respect their decision. Student athletes have the ability to make decisions about their college athletic careers, and we have the utmost respect for that, the statement read. Head coach Todd Kress recently admitted that the 2024 season was one of the most difficult of his life amid the controversy over Fleming. Oh no, it was so difficult for you. While also previously hitting out at trolls who were targeting several members of the team. I have immense pride in the fact that we have competed as a team all season long. These players put their love for the game above all else to play as a team each and every match, Kress said. Well, it seems like you don't know your players as well as you thought you did, because now we have 7 players who want to transfer. Yeah, I don't think your whole team was so happy about this, my friend. This has been one of the most difficult seasons I've ever experienced, and I know this is true as well for many of our players and the staff who have been supporting us all along. Maintaining our focus on the court and ensuring the overall safety and well-being of my players amid the external noise have been my priorities. Well, what about the safety of the other teams because you allowed Blaire Fleming to compete? Didn't think about that one, did you? However, following a contentious season of women's volleyball, schools will retain the right to decide which teams trans athletes can join after the latest U-turn from outgoing President Joe Biden. The Biden administration on Friday withdrew a proposed rule change that would have stopped schools from banning trans athletes from teams matching their gender identities. The administration notified the public that it had withdrawn the proposed rule in the Federal Register. The administration had proposed the rule in April 2023, inviting the public to comment. It said on Friday that it had received more than 150,000 public replies. Many of the comments were against the proposed rule, the administration wrote in its Federal Register filing. That, along with multiple pending lawsuits related to gender identity in sports, led the administration not to regulate on this issue at the time. Wow. I know what you guys are thinking. Who could have seen that one coming? People weren't too happy about this rule change. I know, it's very surprising, isn't it? And I can guarantee you, if Trump didn't win this election, they wouldn't have changed this. Absolutely not. But they see how outraged people are over this whole thing, and they're trying to salvage anything they can. But that's not going to work because everybody knows what they're all about. They know really they're all for this. They are all for men competing in women's sports because they have been for so long. Again, if Trump didn't win, you wouldn't see this. But back to the story, we now have players within this team who want to transfer. They want to leave. A mass exodus. And you can't blame them. Who wants to be part of a team that put delusion ahead of their own safety, fairness, truth, reality, common sense? And you know what? Again, all of this could have been avoided. All the controversy, all the intense backlash could have been avoided if what? Well, we just had women in women's sports and men in men's sports. It's pretty simple, right? But obviously, as we know, society doesn't like simple solutions that have common sense. They want the opposite. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this story. What are your thoughts on the teammates that want to leave? What are your thoughts on the Biden administration doing a U-turn? I'd like to know. This video was just to get back into the algorithm and remind you guys that I am actually still alive for anybody that might have been concerned and all the woke insanity might have destroyed me. But no, I'm here and I will be here for 2025 reporting on all the nonsense. I hope we have less of it, but I highly doubt it. But until next time, until tomorrow, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.